Hey Laura, I'm Winnie Harlow, and this is my 10-minute beauty routine. So today, guys, I'm gonna walk you through how I do my quick beat. I call this my Kyle beat. My boyfriend does not like for me to take long to get ready. This is the condensed version of my makeup routine because it usually takes an hour or two. This is a 10-minute version. Let's dive in. So first I start off with the skin because the skin is the base. My personal favorite, it's CAY Skin Isle Glow Face Lotion with SPF 45. I created this product and this line of products because I felt like I had a serious love for not just skincare, but skin protection. And I didn't find anything on the market that looked beautiful on all skin tones. Everything kind of gave a white cast, made you look ghostly. And I wanted skincare and sun care that was going to make you feel protected and make you feel sexy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a good generous amount because you wanna stay protected from the sun. And first of all, look at that glow. Are you kidding me? I shouldn't even show you this because you're gonna be upset. It's discontinued, but this is Becca's concealer and it's my ultimate favorite. I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm going to just put a little bit under my eyes just to conceal any dark circles. So I'm gonna put a little bit right here where you see I have these dark circles that come in, and I'm gonna blend it out a bit with the brush. And then I'm gonna go in on top with a little beauty blender. Blend, blend, blend. That's the key to good makeup. I like to use a wet beauty blender for wet or cream products, and then a dry one for powders. This is my favorite brow pencil. It's also discontinued, but it's by L'Oreal. And I bring these products up because these brands need to bring these products back. So I'm really just lightly filling in my brows in the little sparse areas, extending the tail a little bit, and then filling in the gaps. And at the front of my brow, I like to just do little strokes so that it looks like hairs. Next step, I'm going back in with that concealer to carve out my brows just a little bit. When I'm doing a longer beat, I would really carve them out, but today I'm just going to lightly carve them out. Moving on, we're gonna go into an eyeshadow. And this eyeshadow look is not gonna give the eyeshadow looks that I do on IG and say, makeup by me. I'm using the Artist Couture Supreme Bronze palette, and I'm using Sand and HBIC. One is kind of like a champagne silvery color, and the other is like a bronzy color. Right now, I'm just trying to, add a little glow to the lid, just so that I look awake. And this is the MAC NC45 foundation stick, and you can see I'm literally just dabbing it on. I'm not putting on a lot. I'm literally just gonna buff this into my skin. It's so hard for me not to just go all the way when I'm doing my makeup. I love makeup so much. Next up, we're gonna go in with my second favorite concealer. That one's my fave, OG, been using it for years. This one I just stumbled upon in Sephora. These are Pat McGrath's concealers. So we're gonna go ahead and put concealer in the areas to highlight. And don't be scared to use the back of the beauty blender instead of the part that has the most product on it in order to blend out your makeup. So next, I'm going to use Laura Mercier's translucent powder in Honey. Just look at that color. It is perfect for like a mid-tone girl. So I really just set kind of like my T-zone under my eyes. And then I like to put it in my brows as well because I have really shiny brows. If you Google this, you'll see in my red carpet pictures, sometimes I have no front of brow. And it's not that I have no front of brow, I just have really shiny brows and the reflection just makes it look like that area is bald. So I always ask my makeup artists to really set my brows. And then I like to go in with Kat Von D's powder foundation. As you can see, I've hit pan. This is a staple for me. I go in with a fluffy brush and I just pat this all over my skin. And I don't consider powder foundation foundation. It's just, you know, a liquid foundation to me is a foundation, you know? This is just powder. Now I'm going to go in with some bronzer. This is Fenty Beauty in Caramel Cutie. And I'm going to just quickly buff that into the hollows of my cheek, just to add some definition and some color. Now I'm using Sephora's Spice Market blush palette, and I'm mixing these two, this little orangey color and this kind of berry color, and putting it onto my cheeks. I really love an orangey blush. And I put a little bit too much on because I feel like blush kind of wears out throughout the day. Now I'm going to go in with a highlighter. I'm gonna go back into that same palette and I'm going to use this really light color, this white color mixed with this bronzy color, and dab that onto my cheekbones with that same really light white color right here. I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose. I'm gonna go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. Like, I really want something that's gonna set my brows stiff though, but I feel like this really holds it in place. And then we're gonna go in with a little bit of mascara, literally the tiniest bit. Whenever I've done photo shoots and they try to put foundation on my white skin, like match it, they make it too white and it just kind of looks like a mask on my face. I feel like it looks the most real and like skin-like when it's just my skin. What I also realized though is if I don't put anything on it, it looks like my makeup's not finished. So I learned to put setting powder around my mouth, even though there's nothing there, just to, you see how like right here is a little bit shiny and here is more matte? It kind of ties everything together. This is my signature lip. I use two brown lip liners from MAC. I use a brown that is kind of warm and I use another one that is a little bit more cool. I use the brown one that is cool first, and that just adds a little bit of depth and darkness, kind of like when you're contouring your face. I feel like the dark one for me is like the contour and the light one is the bronzer. And then I'm gonna go in with the warmer tone. I love using colors on my lips that kind of tone down how pink my lips are, because I feel like it complements my brown skin more when my lips are more neutral. And this is Hourglass Child. So I go in with the brown and then I put a peachy light color on. I love to top every lip that I do with my lip balm SPF 30 from CAY Skin, and it adds like the perfect amount of shine. And so I want to make sure that they're well protected from the sun, but also look at that glossy glow. Oh my God, and it smells so good. Oh my God. And then we're gonna go in with this Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And while I let that dry down, I'm just going to hydrate my chest and neck so that I'm nice and glowy. Now this is how you actually finish off a beat. All right, guys, that's a wrap on my 10-minute beauty routine.